Are you living the life of your dreams, or are you putting it on hold in favor of plan B until you can figure out how to make the life of your dreams a reality? If you are currently living anything other than the life of your dreams, you are living a plan B. The question is, why? And the good news is there is nothing you have to do, no action you need to take in order to live the dream today, right now. Because why not? Why not enjoy the life of your dreams now? Plan Bs are inspired by none other than a lack of faith in plan A, a lack of faith in yourself. There is a part of you who knows that you deserve your first choice, the part of you who first dreamed the dream, the part of you who was and is inspired by the dream of plan A, the real you who is powerful, who came here into this life with powerful purpose, fully intending to savor your one precious life. This life here on planet Earth is your opportunity to manifest those powerful intentions. You came to be unstoppable in your you-ness, to be unstoppably originally you, to be joyful, to express and manifest joy in the way nobody but you is capable of doing. That's what you came here for, isn't it? Quick pause to say that if you are already doing all of this, if you are living the life of your dreams already, or you are super excited because you have made the decision to do so, and you are enjoying the daily momentum of passion, of jumping out of bed each morning armed with the conviction of your own power and awesomeness, good. Keep doing it. I applaud and admire and appreciate you for being a shining example of what is possible for each and every one of us. You are an inspiration to all of us. So thank you so much, truly. And if you are someone who isn't quite there yet, not quite yet, or if the whole thing just feels like a distant, even impossible pipe dream to you right now, well, then this video is for you. Maybe you want to make some changes in your life that are more in alignment with your interests and passion, but you just find yourself facing obstacle after obstacle, each of which feels insurmountable. Once in a while, you are inspired by success stories and you love the idea of feeling free to be yourself. And yet, every time you face the reality of your current circumstances, you feel compelled to say things like, well, how the hell am I supposed to do the things I want? You genuinely wonder how the heck you are supposed to get the things you truly want in life, whether it's a more fulfilling career, a loving partner, optimal health and vitality, or whatever. Here's the short answer. Act like it. Here's the Nike version, which is equally short. Just do it. Your first task is to dispel the idea that the things you want are difficult or impossible to achieve. This isn't about doing a particular thing, such as becoming an Olympic gold medalist, a great doctor, a world-class chef, or a devoted parent, what have you. It's about living your life with a sense of purpose, feeling fulfilled in your experience of things, whether it's in terms of your work life, your relationships, or your personal well-being. That sense of purpose is something that can be achieved instantly and regularly tended to, nurtured and maintained. Whereas becoming an Olympic gold medalist, a doctor, a world-class chef, and so on, these are things that not only take longer in terms of time, they are also secondary to the way you feel, because all of those things are merely the natural consequence of having that sense of purpose and direction to begin with. They are the manifestations of your ideas of what it means to be happy and fulfilled. The idea that inspired you, the dream, is where it all begins. And what is a dream? What is an idea but a feeling? There's nothing wrong with wanting specific things, such as becoming an Olympic athlete or a doctor and so on. That isn't the point. My point is that no matter what it is you wish wish to achieve in your now, no matter what it is that currently inspires you, having a steady and secure sense of purpose and direction helps. It's what keeps you on course when the going gets tough. It's what allows your love of life, your passion, your energy to remain unconditional. What are broken dreams made of, if not a lack of steady, unwavering conviction? So, your first task, like I said, it's to let go of the idea that your dreams are difficult or impossible to achieve. Instead of thinking it's difficult, the odds are against me, tell yourself it's just unfamiliar. In and of itself, the things I want to do are not difficult. Not only are they achievable, they are easy, they are simple, they are pleasant, they are natural. Make that a mantra. It's easy, it's simple, it's pleasant, it's natural. It comes naturally to me. Think of something you are currently able to do with ease, something that you do easily that you were not able to do at one time, such as reading, writing, walking, riding a bicycle, or tying your shoelaces. Think back to when you couldn't do that thing. Remember how you struggled and fumbled and just couldn't get it right? And from your now, realize that for you to go back to that fumbling version of yourself, can you feel how strange that would feel now to be that version of yourself again from your current place of knowing how to hold and use a pen, for instance? To go back to the version of you, the child who was still learning how to write, and to now write your name with the same awkward handwriting that is characteristic of a child who has not yet mastered how to write confidently, the same wobbly, uncontrolled handwriting. Can you sense how difficult that would now be for you? How come? It isn't because the child is better than you. It's just that you are no longer familiar with all of that awkward fumbling around. That's how come. You would have to pretend to have bad handwriting in order to try and write your name with the same childish scrawl. And even then, it would feel unnatural to you now. Who you are now is someone who is familiar with and at ease with writing your name with confidence. Maybe you are someone who has notoriously bad handwriting. It doesn't have to be handwriting, okay? It's anything that you are currently able to do with ease and confidence that at one time you were not able to do. Tying your shoelaces maybe, or even just breathing. Why do babies cry when they are born? Breathing was unfamiliar to them when they were in the womb. That's why. Breathing is familiar and easy to you now, but at one point in your existence, it was something scary and unnatural and difficult, although you probably don't remember it. That's right. Something as simple and easy and natural as breathing was once something that was unfamiliar to you. The point of this exercise is to acknowledge that you have it within yourself to change, to make confidence and mastery familiar and normal. What is confidence but the opposite of being unfamiliar with things? Lack of confidence is just a lack of familiarity. So all you need to do is to make the things you desire familiar and normal to you, and to make the idea that achieving and enjoying the life you want is difficult unfamiliar, to make it unfamiliar, abnormal, and foreign, as in the idea that you can't do it is just not within your vocabulary. Okay, but how does this work in practice? Great question. If you want to be cured of an illness, act like you are cured. Before you can take that action, you want to get into the headspace of someone who is cured. You want to think the thoughts and feel the feelings of someone who is healthy and well. This doesn't mean behaving recklessly. It means feeling at ease in your physical body, which starts with a relaxed and peaceful state of mind. If you want to have lots of money, act like you have lots of money. Get into the headspace of someone who has a lot of money. Think the thoughts and feel the feelings of someone who is financially free and abundant. Whenever you feel like it's difficult or awkward or that you're not good at acting like the person you want to be, stop and remember. The things you want to do are not difficult. They are easy, they are simple, they are pleasant, they are natural. Acting like it requires imagination. All it takes is a little imagination. Give voice, give character to the version of you that you want to become. Be it now. Play act it. You might think, well, what if what I want to do is to become a billionaire and drive a fancy sports car, but I don't have the money to act that out in reality? Think the way a professional actor does. What does a professional actor do? He uses props. You can drive whatever you're driving and imagine that it's a fancy sports car, can't you? What's so difficult about that? You can even just sit on a chair and imagine you're driving that fancy sports car. The props are not what make a great actor. The tools are not what make a great artist. A skilled artist who has a solid understanding of light and color and composition and so on can create beautiful works of art using the same color pencils as a 3-year-old child uses. If you think you need reality to prop you up in terms of your internal emotional state, you are just willfully forgetting your own powers of imagination. Instead of worrying about how far off the mark you are from the person you wish to be, think about what you do have in common with that version of you. There are lots of things you have in common. Just use your imagination. Do you think that just because you are a billionaire, you don't do mundane things like eat and take a shower or speak on the phone? The next time you eat and take a shower or speak on the phone, do it like you are a billionaire. Carry your posture in the way you imagine you would if you were a billionaire. This is not a complicated thing, and it isn't supposed to make you feel silly or foolish. It's supposed to feel fun. Don't you remember when you used to give voice to your toys when you played with them as a child? Don't you remember how immersed you became in the world of the characters of your favorite works of fiction? All that's required to exercise your imagination is to come up with words and images that are pleasing to you. That's how come writers and movie makers are able to create entire worlds that captivate audiences around the world through the use of words and images. At this point, there is someone who complains that acting like it is just learning to be satisfied with what you have now. The crappy car you have now, the crappy house you live in now, the crappy job you have now, instead of getting you actual, quote unquote, real results in the real world. To which I say, yes, you are right. To regularly exercise your imagination in this way is to practice the feeling of satisfaction. It is also a way to practice the feelings of excitement and enthusiasm and joyful expectation at the same time. All of these feelings matter because they are what keep the dream alive in you over time, what keeps it from waning and dying a quiet death. The idea of enjoying the satisfaction of realizing your dream is what keeps you facing and moving in the direction of your fully realized dream. If you lack passion and excitement and enthusiasm, if you lack the desire to feel the fulfillment and satisfaction that comes with realizing your dreams, how likely are you to take action in the so-called real world? Action that will get you what you call real results. Also, if you take action without believing that they will actually ever lead you to the things you want, how long are you likely to persist? Simply going through the motions doesn't cut it, even in the real world. Feeling the satisfaction now, feeling the joy, the passion, the expectation of success now is not only helpful, but critical. It's what keeps you from getting discouraged when people tell you you are delusional or that you don't have what it takes. None of that matters if within your core you have steady, unwavering conviction, right? If you are practiced and familiar with feeling dissatisfied with your current life and familiar with and used to not having the things you want, do you really think you will feel satisfied when you get the quote unquote real thing? Do you think you would even allow yourself to get used to having good things, even if by some stroke of luck you manage to strike it big, for example? There is nothing wrong with being happy now in the absence of what you call real results. You can practice feeling happy now in preparation of the real thing. You can feel happy all along the way, and when the results come, as they must inevitably do for those who remain steady and unwavering in their belief, joy and celebration will come naturally to you once again, because feeling happy and being joyful are familiar to you. Happy and joyful is who you are, regardless of what is happening in the real world. It's who you are, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the conditions. The idea that if you feel happy now, then you won't get what you want because you'll rest on your laurels and be lazy is a lack-based belief. Like I said earlier, when you are inspired, you are far more likely to take action than you are when you are unhappy and lackluster in your emotional world. Your feelings of joy and satisfaction are never wasted. Spend them whenever you can, because the more of your energy you spend in joy and satisfaction, the more of that energy comes back to you. The happier and more satisfied you are now, the more you attract and manifest experiences that match the emotions of happiness and satisfaction. It is law. Your supply of joyful emotions are without limits. You get to spend as much time and energy as you want in joy and positive expectation. You get to eagerly anticipate and look forward to getting the things you want, and to celebrate them once they do manifest and come into full fruition in what you call your physical reality. What a price to pay. You know what both successful and unsuccessful people have in common? They are both confident. It's just that they place their faith in different things. They choose to believe in different things. Successful people choose to believe in their own capabilities, their own genius, their own freaking awesomeness. Unsuccessful people choose to believe in their own insufficiency and lack. You get to choose what character you play in the movie of your own life. Some people say it's difficult to become successful. Some people say it's difficult to be unsuccessful. You can either choose which difficult you prefer, or you can shift paradigms entirely and claim your power by simply accepting and knowing that not only are the things you want achievable and within your reach, they are also easy, they are simple, they are pleasant, they are natural. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to like, comment, share, and hit subscribe if you enjoy my content. Have a great day and see you again soon. Bye.